I'm gonna ride the bike over to the coffee shop today, and we're gonna do some product photos with the things that we find in the coffee shop. So probably a lot of like latte art or action of pouring and making drinks. It's kind of the goal today, is to get some new photos for the coffee shop's Instagram. So come along and ride with me. It is high 30s, low 40s today, so it is perfect biking weather, especially we've been used to like the teens and the 20s. So it actually feels great out here. We're gonna hop on the bike, gonna ride up to the shop and take some photos. Also stopping into the barber today. Gotta get my hair cut. In the winter I typically put it off forever, and I just realized the other day when I tried to do my hair that it is so long because I've been wearing a hat every day I haven't noticed. Let's head on over to the shop. Just made it over to the coffee shop. Gonna try to shoot more moody black fields. When I first started photography, I was always scared of the dark images, and so I'm gonna do a little bit more of darkness and see what kind of fields we can get off of that. Alright guys, I just made it home, got my hair cut, fresh do. I'm a little bit tired. I had my first fall on my bike today, so that kind of added into the whole craziness of today. But I finally made it home. I loaded up the photos that we took at the shop today, and then I did some just initial edits on these things. And I don't know if I made sense earlier when I said what my goal was today, but for a long time, when I first started doing photography, my goal was to have everything visible. So keeping as much in focus as possible, keeping as much, not letting the highlights blow out, not letting the shadows get too dark. So I always use like metering modes that help to keep everything, the exposure in check. And lately I've been switching some of my photography. I've been letting some of the blacks and some of the shadows kind of get too dark and disappear, let the detail disappear in there. And I actually think that's okay. I think a lot of times that helps us tell our story. And so today I wanted to shoot some coffee photos with the goal of using spot metering, with the goal of focusing on the highlights, so keeping the metering on the highlights of the photo and letting kind of the darkness of the shop kind of disappear and fall off. And it really helped highlight some of the focus of some of the things that we were looking at today. Up first is just some product photos. So these are things that are on the retail shelves. These were kind of just my warm-up shots for the day, and so you can check these out. There's some chocolate bars, some honey that we sell. This coffee bag photo is a really good, I guess, look at kind of the feel I was going for today. It's okay to have shadows that don't have any detail in it. People can still tell what it is. And then I switched over to doing some shots of espresso being pulled, so there's a little motion involved here. The first shot I kind of went back and made it so that everything could be visible, and then I kind of stepped back and worked my way back from there, allowing the shadows to kind of take over. And here's another one from the side. And then I think this is my favorite shot of the espresso being pulled. It's just dark and moody, and you can see the steam from the espresso. You can see like the highlights coming up. I think it turned out really, really well. And then I had David, who works with us, I had him make a latte. I just wanted to get some latte shots in. And so there's this shot of David pouring the latte. Really just, I wanted to get this moment of the pull through as the latte art is being created. And then we set it on the counter, and there's this like strip of light coming through, and so I took this shot. I was a little bummed the focus hit kind of the bottom of the latte art here, and I wish the focus was more towards the middle to try to keep more of the actual art in focus. And then there's these last three shots. These are my favorite three shots that I took. I have a favorite of the three, but I want to show you all three of them. They kind of all happen around the same time, and this is when we found a spot of light coming through a window, and then I asked David to pour the latte in that light, and so it made the white of the milk of the latte art super bright and everything else really dark around it. And so this was the beginning of the pour, so you can see that strip of light coming through that we really focused on. And then this was, you know, during his second pour, you can still see that light. Unfortunately, I missed the focus a little bit here. And then this last one, David's finishing off with a little side heart on this cortado, and the highlight is perfectly on it. And these are my top 3 photos that I took of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about metering mode, if you have any questions about photography, I started off using my 24mm GM, and then I switched to my 85 1.8. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you enjoyed this type of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know down below what types of things you'd like to see on this channel next. I'll talk to you later, guys.